everybody. Welcome back to more on this your Hump Day Wednesday. Okay, so when the kids go back to school, that means they're back in sports and, you know, they're doing all kinds of things. And while that may be fun for the kids, getting all that equipment, the snacks, the uniforms, driving all around, that can be a nightmare for parents. Dream Team organizing editor Brenda Prinzavalli is here with tips on how families can get it all together. And Brenda, this looks like, you know, the house of a soccer mom.
Well, it is, you know, and you're right. It is. It's so much fun, and you want to be there to support.
Yeah.
But if you can just put a little layer of organizing on it, you're just going to be so much happier, as are they.
Yeah.
So the first thing that you have to do is you have to almost set up your own athletic department.
Okay.
And that is coordinating of calendars, because when you have multiple kids in multiple activities, you are going to be doing a calendaring nightmare. So, you know, one of the really great tools, there's many of them out there, but one is just even Google Calendar. Because then you can overlap all of the different calendars for the different events.
Yeah.
And it helps you see what all is going on. So,
okay, putting up like a big board in the kitchen or something where everybody can follow it.
That too, so that everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. Okay.
And so the next thing is you set up your own booster club, and that is supporting those teams. And what you're going to be doing in supporting those teams is coordinating rides, kind of being a cheerleader, you know, doing some things of taking photographs and having your camera ready. So make sure that you have some of your things ready to be that booster club.
Yeah, and Brenda really knows what she's talking about. Not only is she an organizing expert, she's a former teacher as well. So she knows about this stuff firsthand. All right, Brenda, what do we have next?
Well, the next thing is that you as a parent or an uncle or an aunt, you being the fan, you have to be the fan in the stands.
Yes, you do.
So,
cheer them on.
One of my nicknames is the Queen of Comfort. And so, so one of those is go ahead and get yourself a really great chair. Make sure that you have, you know, whether it's layering of clothes, take an umbrella so that if it gets hot or if it's rainy, no matter which one it is. So make sure that you're comfortable, because you're going to enjoy watching, you know, your sport participant a whole lot more. So,
yeah, and as Jason reminds us all the time, you'll be comfortable, you have the food right there so that when you hit your very first home run, your mom won't be over at the snack stand. Yeah. He's still traumatized.
Okay.
Go ahead, Brenda.
Well, that's perfect, because the next one is you have to set up your own concession stand. Sometimes you're only at a field. Sometimes you're not actually at a place that has a regular full concession stand.
Right.
And it's so important. Take a cooler. Make sure that you have water and snacks and things, you know, because who knows what they had for lunch that day. They might have had candy and a soda, and now they go out and they do a sporting event. And so you really need to make sure and have them help pack that morning, or what their preferences are, because it's really, really going to be important for them to be hydrated and to really, you know, so that the blood sugar doesn't go out of whack.
Right. And I see you have the binoculars there. You also have the camera there. That's some really important stuff that a lot of times we forget.
Right. And so if you go ahead and pack those up and get those ready in the trunk. And then the very last thing is that, you know, a lot of times there's a locker room, and that's a place where a lot of things related to sporting events are carried. But many times what's going to happen is that your trunk becomes the locker room.
Yeah.
So get some really good bags and make sure that each one is designated for a specific sport, so it has all the different components in it. Add a first aid kit, because if they get hurt right afterwards, they need it. And clean clothes. Just one set of clean clothes.
And some Lysol. I got to wrap you up. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You can get a hold of Brenda and the rest of our Dream Team members by logging on to our website. Just go to fox5vegas.com and click on more. Guys?
And it was your one and only home run, too.
I know. And she was drinking coffee and getting a chili boat or something like that.
I wish she was there.
She was, yeah. K-Fed.